another year and no pecans off my tree. The squirrels have enjoyed them, but they got to eat too, I guess. They got a power line runs through the tree, and they just walk up and down there like a circus act, jump from the power line to the tree, take all the nuts, and carry it on back home and feed their families. So anyway, I've got plenty of nuts from the market. I just want to show you that I like to use the deep dished frozen pie crust because they come in the little aluminum pans, and you could just cover it with aluminum foil, freeze it, or share them, the extra ones that you have that your family is not going to eat. So this is my recipe that I've been making for over 60 years. It's the easiest thing in the world. You take your pie crust out of the freezer, let them be thawing out. Make sure you don't have any cracks in them. If you had a crack, when it thaws out a little bit, you can put a little water with your finger in the crack and kind of mesh it back together, because if you leave a crack and don't tend to it before you bake your pie, your filling's going to seep below the crack, and you're not going to get a nice beautiful slice of your pie. So you always make sure your pie crust, whether you've made them or you bought them, no cracks. So these are unbaked shells that you're going to use for the pecan pie. You're going to, on stovetop, you've got your white sugar, light brown sugar, corn syrup, butter, and salt. You're almost like making a caramel. You're going to bring that to a boil, and you're going to remove that from the heat. You're going to stir in your nuts. I like to use an assortment of the crushed nuts and the whole halves of the pecans because it makes pie. You've got plenty of nuts down deep into the slice of the pie, not just sitting on top like if you just use the whole pecans. So it's a nutty pie. And so you're going to put once you've removed your filling off the heat, turn the burner off, stir in your pecans and your vanilla extract, and let that cool down. It must cool down. Then you're going to take your eggs. You're going to beat your eggs up. And once the mixture is cool, it must be cool, or you're going to have scrambled eggs. So let the mixture cool down. You're going to stir in your eggs. And here's the Miss Martha's secret tip. You're going to put in a little flour, because that way you're never going to have a runny pie. You're going to get a beautiful slice when you cut the pie to serve it. And don't you mess up my pecan pie and put Cool Whip or vanilla ice cream or something like that on top of it. And for God's sake, don't call it pecan pie. A pecan is something that you keep under the bed and you can't make it to the outhouse to go to the party in the middle of the night through 6 feet of snow. This is a pecan pie. My favorite. Been making them forever. You don't need to mess with the recipe and add all kinds of extra things. Although, sometimes you're going to have more filling. And what I do is I make the little tartlets in the little mini silicone molds for mini cupcakes, the little small miniaturized ones. I have a pie crust recipe that I make. And you're going to bake those little mini crusts first. And then you can top it with this regular extra filling that you have here. Especially if you're using the crushed pecans. Whole pecans won't really work in the little mini pie tartlets. You bake those off, and those are great for like when I'm catering a baby shower or bridal shower or any kind of special occasion event, PTA, bake sales, and things like that. I'm sure you have your own family's pecan recipe. Try Miss Martha's though, and let me know how it works out for you. Remember, the secret is a little bit of flour in it, and I like the frozen pie crust because after we eat the pie, the aluminum foil pan behind, I use that as a scarecrow. I put a string of twine through it, tie one end, and then tie the other end to the fence back there at the garden. It keeps the birds out of my tomatoes. Well, my little boys are ready to play. Gotta take the chihuahuas out. So, where's Biscotti? Where's Duke? Zach? Where's Biscotti? He's in prime seat. Hey, who cut the tree off? Who cut my tree off? Boop. There we go. Love my Balsam Hill tree. Okay. Happy Thanksgiving from the Ramirez's. God bless. Don't overeat. Watch that grocery budget. And enjoy a slab of pecan pie on Miss Martha.